Hey everybody, welcome back to microbeerreviews.com. Tonight, this is a beer that we've had sitting around for a couple weeks now. It's from the Against the Grain Brewing Company out of Louisville, Kentucky. It's called Clearly Everybody Wants Some. Now that's a phenomenal name right there. Everybody Wants Some is an Indian Pale Lager, so it's not an Indian Pale Ale, but a lager. Becoming more popular in this market, I think. IPAs are so prevalent. Everyone's trying to do something different. We've reviewed a few of their beers, kind of hit or miss, but they've got these really cool labels and these graphics that I almost can't even explain here. But it's this in particular one. They've got all kinds of descriptions of the artists and things like that. I think they're trying to do some what I would call marketing shelf attention grabbing with most of their beers. They come in 4-packs. They're usually between $12 and $14 a 4-pack is what we experience on our neck of the woods. Let's see, IBUs are 6%, or excuse me, ABVs are 6%. IBUs, I don't know. So this is supposed to be a vivacious display of collaboration. What an introduction. It's our attempt to probe the superiority of a hop flavor and aroma unequal in our lifetime. Now that's a little far-fetched is the way I'll describe that. This crystal clear IPL is a hop lover's dream featuring our lovely friend Ella. This is Ella, brought to us by our pals at Hoof Hearted Brewing and yours truly. So again, you can see some collaboration with another brewery, which is awesome these days. I think it's something where so many beers are just getting muddled into this very popular craft market, which of course I'm a fan of, which is why I had started this channel years ago. But you have to stand out these days. IPLs are interesting. IPLs, I think, are going to become more common because everyone's getting into hops, everyone's getting into that flavor, but a lot of people don't like the punch of the high IBUs, so they're kind of toning it down with the lager side. So this one's cloudy. It definitely has a kind of yellowish orangish tint to it. The head is perfectly white. Most IPLs are like this. They have this kind of this blend between, of course, the lager and the Indian Pale Ale, but a lot of them, it's kind of an interesting marriage between the two. So this one's definitely cloudy. Nothing residual floating around. Smells like a lager, so you can smell the wheat. You can smell kind of what I describe as that German malt flavor. Not very hoppy. So, and some IPLs are that way, where you're expecting a lot more hoppiness because you're used to IPAs, where you get kind of disappointed. So it's got breadiness to it. It's got that kind of white bread sugariness to it. There's not much to the aroma. It's just kind of like a slight malt biscuit is what people call this. I mean, there's hops there, but honestly, I can't tell what they are. It's not very pronounced. That doesn't mean it's not a good beer. So, as we always say, cheers. Let's get into the glass. It's better than it smells by far, which is the whole goal of all these beers. It's different. There's this is a hard one. It's not a bad beer. There's no fruitiness to it at all, which is the way it kind of and sort of should be. There's this very strong kind of like sugary sweetness, maybe a little bit of I can't even describe it. It's not even like a German-esque beer, but it kind of has that kind of skunkiness to it that like a Heineken would have, but that's very much overplaying the power of this one. It's got this, it's bready, it's kind of fizzy in your mouth. It's got this kind of bland kind of punch that you can't really tell if it's malts or hops. It has that lagerish type finish where it's weedy, it's sugary. Um, Whew, it's not a bad beer. It's not bad to drink. It's just boring. I mean, that's what I'll conclude here. I mean, it's a drinkable beer. It's I think I bought it in a 4-pack, and for the 4-pack, it was like $13. I mean, we rate our beers between 1 and 5. I would give this maybe a 2. It's not a horrible beer. For an IPL, there are some out there that are much better than this. You can kind of tell what they're going after. It's just, there's not a lot to it. There's not a lot of anything to it. There's not a lot of aroma. There's not a lot of hops. There's not a lot of malts. There's not a lot of sweetness. There's not a lot of fruitiness. There's really nothing of the above. It just kind of mixes into a beer. It has a real nice body to it, and the mouthfeel is nice, but it kind of dissipates in confusion is the way I would describe this one. This is one of the hardest reviews I've had in a while because I really kind of want to like it, and it's very drinkable. I just wouldn't buy it again. It just doesn't stand out at all. And from the characteristics of the beer, I can't pull anything out to really get overly excited about. So I wouldn't buy it again. With that being said, it's not an awful selection. I think this IPL market is, again, something that it's difficult to do well because I think the breweries are still trying to figure it out and define what is well. So there's my take on it. So if you've tried the Everybody Wants Some, phenomenal name of a beer, please leave comments on our YouTube channel or our website, microbeerreviews.com. We upload all the time. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. We appreciate you watching. And as always, we will see you again real soon. Cheers.